you Jewish? Oh my God. Leave our country and go back to Israel.
Sir, do you think you should be put in an oven?
You've been kicked out of 109 nations over 1,030 fucking times. You think you'd figure it out by now? You know where you bomb Palestinian kids? Where we fund you stupid fucking Jews? $8 billion a year? You look like a horse.
How many Jews can fit in this?
You pedophile Jew! You're a piece of shit! You kill Palestinians, you fucking scumbag Jew!
What are you, the kike police?
Look at this fucking Jew! Fuck out of here! Heil Hitler, you filthy kikes!
A Jewish man walking on Rodney Street near Marcy Street in Williamsburg suddenly slapped so hard his hat flies off and he nearly falls over.
By name explicitly
go back to his dorm late Saturday night where there's a Star of David necklace just like myself, and he was told to go kill himself.
Pushed me over, assaulted me,
and he held it in his hands.
hit me and kicked me.
Hit my husband's birthday.
It's beyond difficult to go to sleep. I can just repeatedly imagine and
Kicked me, punched me, assaulted me with weapons.
I'm terrified to wear this
and
outside.
also pepper spray or mace me. I don't even know which one.
When I refused to name names because I didn't want to be retaliated against, I was told that I was the reason why this was happening to me. Because I wasn't speaking out about it. I was part of the problem. I was the reason why this was happening to me. They took off their backpack and just started throwing it at me, and then picking it up and throwing it again. They started hollering that they wished October 7th happened every day, because the world needed less dirty kikes who were killing Palestinian children. My name is Benji Davidoff, and I am a Jewish American. Since the October 7th massacre in Israel, there has been a 337% increase in incidents of violence against Jewish Americans. 78% of Jews feel less safe in America than they did 6 months ago. There were more hate crimes against Jewish Americans in the 3 months following the attack than in the entirety of 2022. 1 in 5 Jews report knowing a local business that has been a target of anti-Semitism. 1 in 5 college students claim they've been discriminated against for being Jewish since the attack. 1 in 4 students avoid wearing, carrying, or displaying anything that could identify them as Jewish in fear of retaliation. Anti-Semitism is rising in the United States, but this is not a new phenomenon.
Anti-Semitism is something Jews have faced since being Jewish was a thing, and although it's not always talked about, the quell of it hasn't happened like it's supposed to, which is why it has been allowed to fester for years, decades, since America was founded.
Judaism is what we call, in a professional definition, is a heterogeneous group. We see anti-Semitism as a concept from the day that we were born, like as a nation, for 3,000 years. In the past, anti-Semitism was because our religion was different. Later on, take a look at the Nazis. The Nazis, it says, it's not about the religion, it's a matter of blood. Blood. Now you cannot change your blood. Anti-Israelis becomes the new anti-Semitism. Oh, we don't hate Jews because anti-Semitism is not legitimate anymore. We just hate Israel.
A lot more recently, we've seen more anti-Semitism generated from the October 7th conflict, but there has also just been general anti-Semitism for years in America. I think we made national news a few times throughout the last 2 years or so. 2 years ago, there was an incident where somebody spray painted "Jews not welcome" on like the sign for our school right outside of it. That made like CNN headlines, Washington Post headlines. And this girl, I'd like known her since middle school, and she said some things such as, how she wants to lure a bunch of Jewish people to a random island in the middle of nowhere with challah, and then tie Jews up on a stake and then blast Kanye music. There were other incidents too at other high schools in my county where people found like swastikas painted on the school or swastikas drawn on the desk or things like that, and there were no real consequences for like the people who actually committed these attacks, and to not see any real consequences faced is kind of disappointing.
I don't really think people are listening to Jewish people right now. I had never really experienced that much hatred and attention like in my life. I started to be a little more conscious of my last name.
I just came back from a lecture tour in America, and over there, being the minority, I saw things that made me feel uncomfortable. My American host says, do not speak too loud and don't identify yourself too strongly as Jewish and Israeli. It's a big shock for me because at least in Israel, our perspective that America is a safe place and a safe haven for Jews. And I think it's a very hard wake-up call, not only for American Jews, for Jews around the globe. There is no safe place for Jews.
My name is Benji Davidoff, and I am a Jewish American.